Welcome back, Renegades. Today we have some gameplay with Purple Yellow Robin versus Shanks, Bonney, Black Yellow Luffy, and Rob Lucci in the OP09 meta. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into it. We're going to choose to go first here. We got the 10 drop Ace, the 9 drop Yamato, got a blocker, a 2K, and a Kikinojo. So we're just going to pass some Dawn back and forth here. Now we're at 3 Dawn. We're just going to put on our leader, chip 8. We're going to trash Assault, Ramp Dawn. So they take that first hit. They lost the lime juice. So they're going to go 5 back into life here. They give it 1K. They're going to play out a Lucky Roo. We're going to do this one first. Trashing the 2K Olivia. So 7 into 5 here. See if they want to give up a couple cards, their Lucky Roo, or banish another life. Because Kikinojo would only... We were going to play it first, but the opponent has to have 3 or less life in order for us to get the KO effect. But we're going to play it out this time, just to have a body on field. So they did counter out of that hit, passing it over to them. We only have 1K counter in hand, both at 4 life, so we can... Yamato can take out an 8 drop. So 6 into 5 here. The Shiri triggered, use it, draw card. Okay, gives us a 2K. Alright, so now we can take out an 8 drop, or 7 drop. We're going to deploy the Yamato, targeting their silvers. And now we're going to chip 6 with the Kikinojo. So I gave it to the Kikinojo. Let's give it 1K. Alright, we're just going to attack 5 with leader. We don't need to trash the ramp. They gave us the Lucky Roo. They got our Kikinojo. So they're going to go 7 into life. We're going to let them have that. We can't use the trigger effect from Nami. They have 6 left. They're going to play a Lucky Roo. Alright, so now we're at 10 Dawn. But we're just going to use out the Sanji, resting the Lucky Roo. Then we can get an 8K swing in with leader. We're going to use the Yamato first for 9. 2 Dawn open. They could have Red Hawk if they're running it, which they did. Okay. And now we have a 7K swing. We're going to go after that Lucky Roo, because it won't be able to KO anything on our side of the field. Alright, passing it over. So they're giving 2 Rested Dawn to their leader, has a 7K right now. Dragon's a 9K with Rush. So where are they sending the 9 at? They're going to go into the Sanji here. A 2, a 1. Yeah, we're going to give them the counter. Now they're going to go 7 into life. We'll take that. Back to us. We're going to go with the ace, just so we have another swing. They take that hit. We're going to pressure the dragon this time. They just gave the minus 1K. Okay. So we're just going to pivot back to the leader. 10 into 5. Opponent's debating. They use another Red Hawk here, with as well as a 2K. So now we have 5 in the life. They banished that life. So here comes the 10 drop Shanks. So we're not going to lose this this game, this turn, because we'll have to take these first 2 hits. They're going to go into board, which is fine. So it's 12 into, yeah, it's a 4K. We don't have that, so they're going to get that. And now they have a 5K swing into life, which we could either take, which we do. And we get a Sol from life, which is good. So realistically here, I should just put all my Dawn on my leader. So I went 9. So I have another 9K swing with the ace. I could have put it all on my leader there and then still hit him for 9. But I wanted to make sure that they didn't have the counter. So they had just a 2K. Okay. So we choose to go first here. Nico Robin's a ramp deck. When she attacked, we can discard a card with trigger to ramp a Rested Dawn. Bonney's a tempo deck where they like to go to the mid to late game, resting down our characters when we attack. So they're going to just play out 2 searchers and just passing it back to us. Nico Robin also has Banish, which is kind of relevant. So if we connect with any of our hits with our leader, they're going to get trashed. Their life will be trashed. So they take that first hit with the Baby 5 going straight to trash. Using their Baby 5 search, they found no cards. And with their Bonney search, it looks like they found the 8-drop kid. So they have a 6K swing here if they want to leave one up for leader effect. So 7 into 5 here. We're going to take that hit. Getting another Yamato. Opponent passes it over to us. We are now at 6 Dawn. 6 Dawn usually means we can drop our Nico Robin character, trashing their life, and then just pressuring 5. We're going to go into the Bonney here, and using the leader effect to ramp a Dawn. So Bonney finds their supernovas, which is a lot of their 2Ks, their Cavendish, their Basils, their 8-drop kid, and Baby 5 basically finds a couple counters and their 10-drop Doflamingo with Rosinati. So we've prioritized removing the Bonney searcher over the Baby 5 searcher because there's more targets for them to find. So they get a 10-drop Dopey, then they're going to go 6 into life here. We're going to 2K out. They leave 1 Dawn open so that they can rest down our character. So we are at 9 Dawn already. We could play the Yamato. We have 6 life to share. So we're going to play out the Yamato first, getting rid of their Cavendish. And then we'll chip 6 into the Searcher. See if they want to rest. They rested our leader. Okay. So 5 into life here, going Bonney. We're going to take that, get another 9-drop Yamato. They're going to play out the Hody, resting the Yamato. Taking one of their life, then going into our Nico Robin, which we're going to give that to him. We have like 1K counter, so couldn't really do anything. Alright, we're at 10 Dawn now. So Yamato is going to swing into Hody, pressuring out a 2K. They're going to rest their leader, that's fine. So they're going to give us a couple 1Ks out of this. And now we're going to play our 9-drop Luffy, using its effect to give it rush and drawing a card. And now we're going to go 11 into that Hody there, see if they want to give us 4K worth of counter. Okay, there's 3. So they had to get rid of 3 cards there. So we were to chip down their hand size. They really can't pressure our board back if they want to use their leader effect and the 8-drop kid. We got some big bodies on the field. We have a 10-drop ace. We also have Beiji. We're going to use that trigger there. Anytime we can get it off of life, we try to, most of the time we're going to use it just to stop an attack. So here we have to pressure into the 8-drop kid because of their leader effect. So we're just going to go 10 with our Luffy first. They're going to rest the Yamato. Makes sense. And now we're going to go into with the 10-drop kid gaining a life, and then we should be able to take out their kid here, unless they have another 3K worth of counter, which they didn't. And now we can chip 5 in with our leader. We don't need to do the leader effect of ramping Dawn because we're already at 10, so. So they did take that hit, trashing, which tells me they probably don't have much counter in hand, if any. So 5 back into us. We're going to use the 1K Nico Robin character because it's just a 6K body. And then 8 into life. We're going to take that. What's the trigger here? If your leader, draw 3, discard 2. We're going to use this to draw 3, and we're going to trash a couple cards. The Yamatos are just big bodies this late in the game. So we get to trash 2 of those out. We still have another one in hand. Here comes the 10-drop Dopey, freezing down our big bodies. So we're just going to go 5 into life, chipping away. See if they get a counter yet, or if they're going to take that last life. If they take the last life, then we should be able to clean it up here with the 10-drop ace. So they countered out here. So we're still going to play out the 10-drop ace so we can gain a life. But we're going to pressure the Hody this time. Just so they can't finish us in the back game. Because they only got 2 swings on us and then 1 card in hand. 1 life. Opponent scoops it up, so they had, what, a 2K in hand? So we choose to go first here. Just getting a Dawn, passing it back over to the opponent. So they got they play out their Garp, and they get the blocker Sabo. So we're at 3 Dawn here. We're just going to banish, or 8, go 8 to life here. Trashing the Nami to ramp. So Robin into Black Yellow Luffy is not the greatest because they don't care if their cards are. They want the cards in their trash at the end of the day that they can bring back with their leader or the Gecko. So we're just kind of helping them there. But the benefit of like that is they don't get the counter aspect of their cards. So trashing another card from them, chipping in 5. So we did trash a 2K Machina, which is kind of good. We're ramping up. I'm gonna try to close this game out. We have the Yamato and the Ace, as well as the Sanji. So we have a couple rush options. We do have, they got another, what they get, the Little Sabo? Yeah, Little Sabo. Then they deployed out Big Sabo, trashing 2 Luffys. Okay. They're at 2, we're at 3. 5 into life here. Debating, we're gonna, no trigger, so took the hit. Back to us, they're at 4, we're at 4 Dawn now, but the stuff can't be KO'd. So we're gonna deploy the Sanji, doing Dawn -1 because now we could rest their blocker at least. And now we have a 7K swing with Robin, with Banish. No reason using leader effect, we'll be at 10 Dawn next turn. So took another 2K Banish, which is good. We're gonna go 6 into the Sabo here with our Nico Robin. See if they want to give us a 1K out of hand. They let it go. Yeah, we're gonna hold back. Because we don't want to go to 0. We don't want to put them at 0 life going into their turn, if we can help it. Because leaving them at 1 life, they can play Rago. That's just fine. But leaving them at 1 life forces them to have to use their own resources to take their life. So they try to take out the character there. We just counter. So we're at 10 Dawn here. We have the 10 drop ace. We have a 5K and a 6K swing. So we're going to go 9 with Banish here. With our leader swing. See if they can counter out of this. Okay, they did. So we have 6 left over. So we're just going to use the Dashiri to try to get some cards with counter, which we're going to grab the Kikinojo and the Beiji 2K counter. Passing it back. I'm going to play Makino. Here's a card. 2K out of hand. Resource from their hand to get their last life. Now their leader's online. So we could be in trouble here. They're going to play out a Sabo and a Loopy. Play out Little Sabo to bring back Big Sabo, giving their leader plus 2,000 for the rotation. Drawing 2, trashing 2. They only got 2 cards in hand now. They're going to put some pressure in with that Garp. 6 and a 5. We're just going to give him a 2K currently. 10. 10K into life. We're going to take that. Trigger effect. Draw 2, trash 1. Trash, draw 3, trash 2, sorry. So we're going to get rid of both Yamatos here. So now we have options. They have a blocker. So we only got 1 swing here. That don't work either. So we're going to pressure into the Garp first. And then we only have 1K, 10K swing. Which if they take it, great. The Luffy goes to the bottom of their deck. So they're really running out of resources very quickly. But the thing with Black Yellow Luffy, it only takes like 1 Gecko to get him back in the game. They only have 3 cards in hand. Here comes the Gecko. So we were applying good pressure here, but like I said, 1 Gecko can completely change the course of the game here. So now their leader effect's back on, trashing a card. They're going to get the Sabo and the Luffy back, using their little ones to get the big ones out, pumping their leader by 4,000 power. We have a couple 2K still in hand, and 2 blockers now they have. So they're going to go 11 into that Nico Robin. We're going to counter. We're going to save the board. Now, if they want to pressure with their blocker into that, we have to give it up. But they didn't. So now we're going to have 3 swings, 2 blockers, the 9K. They only got 1 card in hand. So we're going to go 10 or 11. So now they have to use one of their blockers to get out of this hit. Because they're at 9. Potentially they're going to be at 11. This is only going to be a 10K swing. So if it's a 2K in hand, they can get out of it. Which it was, okay. And now they'll have to use their last blocker here. So if they go for game here, we have 4 cards in hand. They have no counter. The opponent is unaware that they have no counter. So they're going to pressure board here. We're just going to say, okay. Which by them pressuring board, now we're going to have a chance to take over the game in the backswing. If they would have went for game here, we would have been in a lot of trouble. We actually would have been over for us. So now they're going to go for 7 into life, which is fine. We're going to use Kikinojo. They're going to use their leader effect. Alright, so we're going to chip 5. We know this one hits. We're going to chip 6. We know this one will hit. And now we have the 9-drop Luffy with Rush. Going 11 into life. So we choose to go first here, taking a mulligan. So we're going to draw past turn. We almost played out the Nico Olivia, just getting a little preemptive excitement there. Because we could make it an AK swing. So now we can swing. We're just going to put 3 Dawn and go 8 into 5. We're going to trash the Olivia to Grand for Dawn. Lucci wants to play cards to remove your characters. So 6 into 5 here. Gonna have to take that. We got a Beiji. No reason using the trigger. Back to us. We are at 6 Dawn, so we can play out our Nico Robin character, trashing the top card of their life, and then just chip 5 into life, get a counter out of hand. Depending if we want to trash a card, we're going to trash the Nami to ramp again. So we're at 7 now. We'll be at 9 next turn. So they're going to counter out, which is fun. So they're going to play out Spandam. They get a Khalifa, which is a 2K for them. They're going to use Ice Age to give our Nico Robin character -5, which means their Brook now can swing in to remove it. So they're going to go 7 with Lucci first. We're going to take that. We're going to use the, yep. We're going to use the trigger here to deploy out a Kikinojo. They're going to go 6 again with their Brook. They get rid of our Nico Robin. We're going to give them the 2K. So now we can still remove a 5-drop with Yamato if we want to. Which is basically just the Brook. So we're going to pressure 6 in the Brook with Kikinojo first. If they want to save it with a couple counters out of hand. Okay, that works. They're going to give us 3K worth of counter, which is great. And now we're going to go 10 into life. And we're going to deploy out a couple blockers. So with these Shirahoshis, if they're KO'd by opponent's effect, we gain life. So they're going to play out a Sabo here, trashing a card. They're going to try to take out 2 cards. They took out a Kikinojo and a blocker, which gained us 2 life. Yep, back up to 4. They're going to go 5 into life. We don't have a counter. So we're going to take that. So it looks like they're going to try to go after that Shirahoshi, which is fine. Gains us another life. So we gained 3 life that turn. Drawing in. Now we're at 10 Dawn. The Ace is not going to gain Rush, but it's a big body. The Yamato can KO 1, 4, 5, a 6-drop now. We're going to just deploy big body. We're going to get rid of the Brook. Put 1 on our Nico and go 6 into life here, forcing 2K worth of counter, which they give. Opponent scoops it up. Thanks for watching. I hope you all are enjoying the videos. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel grow. The deck profile will be in the description as well as timestamps for the matches. And we'll see you guys in the next one.